I think we're rolling.
All right. Well, it's the Gitty Gang Show on Cigar Box Station TV. It's the Gitty Gang Show on Cigar Box Station TV. And we're coming to you live from beautiful York, Pennsylvania.
In my woodshop.
Yeah. Gitty Gang Show on Gitty Gang Show. It's the Gitty Gang Show. Gitty Gang Show. It's the Gitty Gang Show. Gitty Gang Show. It's the Gitty Gang Show. Gitty Gang Show. It's the Gitty Gang Show on Cigar Box Nation TV.
All right. Sorry, my voice is wrecked.
I'll tell you what, this guy put on a hell of a show last night. He playing as part of a 3-band gig right before Reverend Peyton.
Yep.
And Breezy and the crew went on. It was a heck of a night.
That was a fun show. We got to hang out with Rev afterwards and talk cigar box guitars. And
great people.
I even bought a cigar box guitar
yeah,
off him. Because at his merch table, he has cigar box guitars made by his Uncle Greg.
Uncle Greg does some fine work, and I tell you, it was my first time seeing them and meeting them, and really good people. So,
yeah, you know what? Reverend Peyton is one of those guys. He's just down to earth. There's falseness or anything about him. He's just a good hometown guy.
He plays with a joy and intensity that's really a pleasure to see. You know,
joy.
Both of them.
He rips anyone's head off with that thumb, man.
You were kind to say head because. Anyway, and we turned out he's an avid fisherman.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And he told us a story about
Rev kept us there until like almost 1 a.m.
And we had a 2.5-hour drive to get
because
back
he wanted to talk fishing stories, and he gets on this subject about fishing in Cuba.
Well, first it was about fishing, letting the line off the back of a cruise ship.
He was doing a blues cruise, and so he snuck a reel in, no freaking rod, just a reel, and a 3-pound tuna bouncer that he put on there, and he's fishing off the end of a cruise ship.
Like, what are you gonna do if you catch one? Get it up on the deck and gut it? I tell you what, and the gleam in his eye.
Oh, when he was talking about the Cuban fishermen that would take a raft out and fish for marlin.
Hook a marlin.
They'd hook a marlin and wait 24 hours for the marlin to die.
As it pulls them out to sea.
Yeah.
For 24 hours, and he's...
And I looked at Rev and I said, Rev, you want to do that, don't you? And he goes, yeah, I do.
Some of us dream about hopping freight trains. Others dream about hooking a marlin and being pulled out to sea. So, by God.
So, yeah, we're a little tired today.
Well, I slept half the day away. I'm not used to this late night existence at these rock and roll
You were sleeping in the van on the way home.
Hey, I'm just a poor boy a long way from home. So Shane, what are you holding and playing there? That's something special.
Here, I'll do a close-up. Bam, right there. This is the guitar that I started on. This is my very first cigar box guitar. I built it
you just recently got
years
back,
ago.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, what had happened was, now I built this 25 years ago, and, oh, thank you.
You're cutting your head off.
And, after,
you got the date right there.
Yeah. And about 10 years ago, I hung this on the wall at an awesome roadhouse in, excuse me, in West Virginia, at Uncle Ray's. This was before Speal's Tavern turned into a blues bar. Well, Uncle Ray's went out of business, and Ray Nutter, the owner, still held on to the guitar. with me writing my book that's coming out at the end of this year.
Yeah.
I asked him if I could borrow it back, and he just sent it to me back. He goes, "Thank you for letting me hold on to it for all these years." So I now have it again.
I was playing it the other night. Just I don't play much slide, but just getting a little something out of it. It's like this thing's vibrating and tingling in my hands, like holding a piece of history, because it was with this first cigar box guitar that you built using a plank of wood from your dad's barn.
Yeah, it's from my dad's barn.
And you were telling me the reason you got into cigar box guitars was to try to, what was the next step back from the Delta Blues, from those early bluesmen? Where did they start? And that's how you...
That's exactly what it was. It wasn't looking for a gimmick. It wasn't being like some college-educated guitarist that just needs a gimmick to get a
jumpstart their career. Yeah.
No, I was just desperate to learn about any kind of blues, and I wanted to find out, what was the grittiest one step deeper than Crying Sam Collins and Blind Willie Johnson. And I read about people making their own guitars because they couldn't afford any during the Depression era, and that's what I wanted. So it was July 4th, 1993, whenever I built this in my dad's wood shop.
And from there you started really a career of sorts of evangelizing, being the chief evangelist of this idea.
It's not a career, it's my life's work, basically. I mean, I plan to have
Your calling.
It is. It really is. This is all I do. I mean, this is everything I do.
It really is, folks. You try to get him interested in anything outside of this, and you're like, no, got no time. No room in the brain hole for nothing. No, it's music. It's
music. Yeah.
The collection of books you've got down there in your music room, just everything you've been able to find over 25 years of anything related to this, and some offshoots, the medicine show stuff and the...
But it's all connected.
It is all connected.
Like I'll have books on how to build certain instruments, or I'll have books on African American artwork, or Wisconsin lumberjack traditions. All these things just come together because of this instrument.
And all of that has been distilled into the book. It's going to be coming out this fall. November, hopefully?
Yeah, October or November. The tentative title is Poor Man's Guitar. And it'll be how to build and all the history. I'm going to say...
And you're not just that. It's not just another how to build and history book. It's your unique, I would say, perspective.
It's my journey.
And your the passion that has driven it.
Yeah.
That's what's going into this book, which I think is going to make it something... that's never been done before. I'm very excited. He hasn't even let me read any of it, so I'm excited to.
I'm being superstitious about it.
All right, well, we've done enough talking. Glenn and Nick are running the show this week, but
I do want to give them one song, because I also got to say, you guys send me all these pictures. This is my first cigar box guitar. I hope I did okay. And the thing looks better than anything I've ever built in my life.
Maserati.
I mean, I just kind of wanted to show off this in a little more detail. This is my first cigar box guitar, and the neck is is an 1.5 inches thick.
Not wide, folks. Thick.
1 3/4 inches wide. This is you could win a bar fight. No, I mean, at least the neck will never warp.
There weren't any plans. I mean, you hadn't found any plans at that point.
Right.
You were just like, hey, what have I got? I got this hunk of wood.
And so, at the time, I was trying to play Guitar Rag by Sylvester Weaver. It was a song later made popular by Leon McAuliffe as Steel Guitar Rag. And I was trying to do it on a 6-string cigar box guitar, kind of like Reverend Peyton, the style he would eventually develop.
Yeah.
That thumb and everything. I couldn't do it. I built this. And I picked it up and immediately tried what I was doing on the 6-string, and what I got made all the sense. It was...
to be able to play that song,
Yeah.
you had to find a way that you could play it, and that's
Well, when
you built your own way to play
once
it.
I played it on here, I knew I had found my instrument.
Nice.
You know, it was like, that's me. This is me. A Stratocaster is not me. You know, a violin is not me. This piece of crap is me. And it makes sense. You know.
It does, and it has for a quarter of a century.
Yep, 25 years.
Not calling you old, but
That's all right. At least I weigh a little less.
yeah, buddy. There's a lot less of you to, a lot less to hug. You know, you might say. But to follow up on that, I don't do a lot of fancy picking.
Right. Yeah.
But what I do, I can't do that on a 6-string.
Nah.
Never been able
No.
to. I was never able to wrap my head around getting up really much above the 5th fret on a 6-string. But on this, it makes sense.
Guys, just because you can't play it on a 6-string doesn't mean you're wrong. It means they are wrong for telling you you should be playing it on their turf.
Right. Do what everyone else does.
Yeah.
And follow the leader. Follow the rule book. No, there's no rule book. You make your own damn rule book if you can't. You know, if it's in you and's got to come out,
Exactly.
you build the tool to let it out.
You know, I'll trade 1,000,000 Joe Bonamassas for one Reverend Peyton. You know, you got someone that's copied everyone else, or you got Rev that just took his passion of you know, the old rural blues and made it his own style. So don't let anyone tell you you're wrong because you're not playing something on a 6-string tuned EAD-GBE. You know, that's their turf. And you know what? Let them go in their crowded field because where we're at, we got room to dance.
And this guitar, you know, I had mine tuned to GDG.
Yeah.
Shane's trying to tune that, it's like, this tuner ain't going.
The tuner's
I tuned down to match the highest you could get that tune to, and and we've been playing on that the whole time. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You go where you gotta go. You fit what you gotta fit, and you make the music that's in you. So
exactly,
we're gonna end up doing the whole damn show if we don't shut up.
That's all right.
Nick's gotten very good at the photo or the video editing, so he'll cut out all the slow bits, I think. All right, that's what are we gonna go out on?
I don't know. Give me something, and I'll just go over top of it.
All I've been doing lately is hymns. I'm working on the Cigar Box Guitar Hymnal for 3-string GDG and
all right, well, Easter is on Sunday, so give me a hymn. Hey guys, make sure you share this video too. You know, they'll be saying that and the other stuff. Also, I just posted something on Cigar Box Nation Facebook. If you go through the photos, I show you how to make sure you always have Cigar Box Nation on your Facebook timeline.
Oh, nice.
Because they've been hiding our posts unless we spend big money.
They keep changing the algorithm. And you know, when we ask you to share this, it isn't because we want to see our faces.
No, it's
go more places. It's
because Facebook is hiding this.
Well, but it's about spreading the word.
Yeah.
It's about getting this idea in front of people who don't know about it yet. And this whole mission of letting people know that you can build your own instrument and make your own music on it. That's the core, at least for me, and I know for Shane for 25 years. Don't just build them. I mean, yes, build them, but don't just build them. Play them. And this idea, build what you play what you love, get out there and do it. That's the mission. So please share this.
Cool. Well, we got Ben Gitty Baker here from CB Gitty. I'm Shane Speal here from ShaneSpeal.com. And we're going to take it back up to
for Cigar Box Nation.
Amen. We're going to take it back up to New Hampshire. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. There's going to be more with Nick and the guys up there. for watching, guys.
Like we
Stay
practiced
tuned.
that
Nick's coming up next.
Nick and Glenn.
Share this.
What corner?
What corner?